Hey, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Oz Chris, here with another Gridman and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure review, episodes 3 respectively. So starting with Gridman, in this episode, a new kaiju, which seems to have intelligence, called Auntie, is created by Akane. Yes, I believe her name was Akane, the girl, the high school student that turns out to be the main villain of this series. Auntie is specifically designed to kill Gridman, and of course Gridman goes to fight him, but due to a question that that Utsumi provided to ask Yuta, Gridman kind of hesitates and ends up being seemingly destroyed by Auntie. So overall, with this episode, it was actually a good episode, but for me, it started off strong. Then roughly around like the whole them thinking Gridman and Yuta are dead, as well as Calibur, all of that. It really slowed down, and it was obvious in that part that it slowed down before picking right back up when they actually found out the truth. We get a little introduction to Gridman's new form, Max Gridman, as we're also introduced to more of Calibur's colleagues, who are also high school students as well. They're called high school students, but they don't particularly look like it. They're from, I believe it was called like the Neo Genesis student high school or whatever. Wonder if that's a reference to another famous mech anime, maybe. So we're introduced to these new characters, and much like Calibur, they will provide new forms for Gridman, such as the Max Gridman form. And there is, as shown in the opening and probably in the promotional stuff for the Gridman, there is several other forms as well. So there are 4 of them, and 4 people in total. So 4 forms in total as well. And I'm assuming they can all combine into one huge mega form. So we'll see. It was a good episode. It was slow in some parts. A little bit of a development for Rika, I believe her name is, a little bit about her as well. So overall, good episode. And on to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Episode 3 of Fabulous Gay Mafia Squad, as a lot of fans refer to it as. And in this one, after seemingly revealing his true intentions to Bruno decides to help him. And he needs to join the organization he wants to take down first, so he needs to pass a test. He needs to visit Polpo, who is in prison, and he will determine if Giorno is worthy of joining Passione, the name of the organization, the gangster mafia that he needs to join. And this was a good episode as well. JoJo is very well known for making a lot of scenes very tense. It may not seem like it, but there was a lot of kind of tense moments in this episode, as in it, in order to prove that he's worthy of being in the organization, Giorno has to keep the flame on a lighter lit, and he goes through several obstacles that could prevent that and extinguish the flame. And this was done very well in the episode. Animation is good, but it's now fairly obvious that there's some cutbacks, especially there's just random scenes where like none of the characters will have their faces anymore, or it's just like a lot of the detail, a lot of those lines in the shadowing on their eyes are gone when the character is further away, showing a full body shot of the character. You obviously can't see those lines anymore. It's they got to put their budget onto like the most to the best parts. So close shots, you're gonna get the best animation, and also in the stand fights. Speaking of stands, in the anime we're introduced to Polpo's stand, Black Sabbath. I don't know if they're going to call it Black Sabbath. I can't remember what its localization name is, but it was introduced near the end of this episode. So overall, it's good. It's definitely getting better. I'm going to guess that the next episode is going to be that kind of second half of that fight against Black Sabbath. Considering the whole Bruno being introduced at the end of episode 1, and then the whole fight against Bruno was all of episode 2, I'm going to guess all of episode 4 is going to be the fight against Black Sabbath. So that's it for both of these episodes. Pretty good episodes so far. We'll see how the rest of the series go. I'm not sure how long either series are going to go for. Gridman is probably going to get just a standard number of episodes. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, we'll see. It's probably going to be a bit longer, but who knows. But that's it for the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.